So, zooming into India, we can see that biological nature of connectivity in a little bit more detail. If you see, the southern part of the country is really well connected, as is all the other zones in the country which are urbanized. So, the Mumbai, Gujarat side is well connected, and then you've got good connectivity all along the east coast, from Chennai upwards through to Kolkata along the coastline. And then you've got decent connectivity going all the way through from the south part through the commercial routes up to Delhi. And of course, the Delhi Haryana area is one of the better connected. Uttar Pradesh is fairly well connected. And then Uttarakhand is somewhat well connected, but the upper reaches aren't. So if you zoom in a little bit more, you can see that these connectivity zones are not homogeneous. So what you can see loading up here is this is the central south central part of India. If you see Mumbai is well connected. There's a good connectivity corridor going right up till Ahmedabad, and then the Mumbai-Pune corridor is well connected. And you can see that Nashik is getting better with the connectivity along these three paths. Um, Again, all the trade routes, all the routes where commerce is flourishing, down from Pune to Kolhapur, Belgaum, Panjim, these are all areas which are urbanized, and so they have good connectivity. But if you see, there are also zones where there is almost no connectivity, even in Maharashtra and Gujarat. If you look at the eastern side, once you start moving east of MP, even large parts of MP are badly connected. If you start moving east, southern Chhattisgarh and this part of MP, and then up here, the Jharkhand, Bihar area, none of these areas have very good connectivity. And then if you move slightly up north, you can see that Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur, Lucknow have great connectivity. The connectivity again follows the urban lines through to Gorakhpur. Allahabad has good connectivity. Varanasi has good connectivity. If you look up further north towards the Uttarakhand side, you have good connectivity up through till Haldwani, and then Dehradun as well. But after Dehradun and Haldwani on this side and Dehradun on this side, there's almost no connectivity in Uttarakhand as well. So, and if you look at this, it's clearly an organic growth. There is clearly no planned routes that have been made to make the connectivity flow. It's just completely organic. But the organic nature of the connectivity zones, it follows a pattern. So if you see, all the connectivity zones are along highways that connect major cities. There's a good reason for this. Infrastructure that is along a major highway is easier to maintain, it's cheaper to maintain, and so these are the areas that telecom companies that are centralized in the urban areas find it easy to maintain their infrastructure on, and therefore you have good connectivity along these paths. But in these areas, the hinterlands as we call them, there is no connectivity simply because it's too expensive for the telecom companies to maintain towers in these areas. The way this works is that it's really hard to find skilled labor. It's hard to find people who will not steal parts or fuel from the generators, and so very often it's just not feasible to set up a tower in those areas, given that a tower costs north of 48 lakhs to set up. So this is one of the major phenomena that we've been tracking, that connectivity that is delivered by centralized telcos can only extend where there is commercial activity, where there is the ability to maintain and manage infrastructure from a central location. If you can't do that, then you simply cannot have connectivity in an area, at least not mobile connectivity. It's important to note why we're looking at purely mobile connectivity in the context of connectivity in general, and why not others like broadband and so forth. What we found is that where broadband exists, typically cell phone coverage also exists, but where cell phone coverage exists, it's not necessary that broadband would have penetrated that far. So cell phones, despite the bad condition, have still penetrated much further than broadband, and so that's why we use the cell phone coverage as a metric to check what the connectivity status looks like.